Hey guys, welcome back. All right. Um, Today you guys chose to hear about can I drink alcohol in peri and menopause and still lose weight? And I get asked this question all the time. So we're going to answer it for you here today. But first, we have got a lot of new people. So real quick, if you are new here, welcome. Well, welcome to everybody, of course. I'm Stacy, so I'm a women's nutritionist specializing in weight loss for women in peri and menopause. I'm 51 myself. And we do this without counting calories, without intermittent fasting, and without cutting carbs. So if this sounds like you, welcome, stick around. You will learn a lot. So today we are talking about can I lose weight? Can I drink alcohol and still lose weight in peri and menopause? The answer is yes, but so you may have already noticed if you are, excuse me, going through the hormonal changes of perimenopause that your body is not handling alcohol the same. So maybe you can drink less and still get the same effect. So you're getting buzzed more quickly. Maybe it's affecting your sleep more than normal. Maybe you're getting hangovers where you never used to have them, or maybe your hangovers are worse. So if this is you, you're not alone. This is common. This is happening. Or maybe you feel like you just can't drink at all anymore. So what is happening is with the fluctuation of our hormones, our bodies are more sensitive to it. So is it a blessing? Is it a curse? I don't know. Depends on how you look at it. But I think a common misconception people have when it comes to alcohol is thinking that the reason it negatively impacts weight loss is because of empty calories. Now, while this is true, there's a little bit more to the picture. So, when anybody drinks alcohol, our body views alcohol as a toxin. Excuse me, which is exactly what it is. Alcohol is poison. So, sorry to be a buzzkill, but it is what it is. So, in order to protect us, our body, being the intelligent being that it is going to focus on getting that alcohol out of our system. It prioritizes getting the alcohol out before it even gets to our food. So, just in and of itself, alcohol will slow down fat burning. Now, you throw in the hormonal changes of perimenopause. So, we got perimenopause, then, of course, menopause after that. When you throw in the hormonal changes of perimenopause affects our gut microbiome. This affects our hormonal health. Alcohol affects our liver and our gut microbiome. This affects our hormonal health. So everything is all tied together in the body. So one of the things I want to really impress upon you is that one of the things that's really impacted by perimenopause in and of itself is sleep. Sleep is freaking everything. Everything repairs overnight. It regulates our hunger hormones, so it helps with food cravings and that sort of stuff. So when we drink alcohol, especially at this age, it's going to mess with our sleep even further. And so this means we are left the next day having food cravings. Our hunger hormones aren't signaling properly. So we're going to be left having cravings that we otherwise may not have had, or we're going to have cravings that are made even worse because of the alcohol. It also disrupts our gut microbiome, and our gut microbiome is instrumental in regulating hormones, regulating food cravings, regulating hunger, blood sugar. And as we go into perimenopause, we are more prone to a couple of things. We're more prone to inflammation, and we're more prone to something called insulin resistance, meaning our cells are less sensitive to insulin. They're less likely to use our food as fuel and more likely to store our food as fat. Alcohol makes this worse. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. So even if you're not having sugary drinks, which of course are empty calories, is the extra sugar, even if you were to have any alcohol, let's say tequila or a vodka, they have no sugar. So even if you were to have those with water or soda water, is definitely a better option, but it's still going to have negative impacts on your hormonal health. So I hope that helps, guys. If you are going to drink at all, I would recommend having no more than drinking more than 1 to 2 times per week max. and having 1 to 2 drinks per time. You also want to have that alcohol with food. That's going to help you out so you're not going to feel the effects as much. And you want to make sure you're extra hydrated because alcohol dehydrates you. So, just to reiterate, we're more sensitive to the effects. It affects our blood sugar balance, it affects our hunger hormones, it affects our gut health, it affects our sleep. So, it impacts a lot of things. You can still lose weight and have alcohol, but you want to keep it to a bare minimum, and you've got to make sure you've got everything else dialed in. But even with that, just recognize that it will take you a little bit longer to lose the weight if you are drinking. What I would recommend is even if alcohol is super important in your life, it's part of your social life, it's part of what you do. If fat loss is really important to you, I would recommend at least just eliminate it completely while you're in your fat loss phase. And then when you've reached your goal, add it in, but just a little bit. Again, 1 to 2 times per week max, 1 to 2 drinks at a time. Have it with food to balance your blood sugar and have extra hydration. But again, recognize it's going to mess up your sleep, and sleep is everything, especially at this age. I hope that helps you guys. Comment below if you didn't know that, or if you did know that. And additionally, for anybody new here, anybody, I have multiple ways I can help you if you want to go further with this. I hope this was helpful to you. Simply comment, send me a private DM, or you can visit the link in my bio where I have a lot of free stuff for you, and I have some paid stuff for you, depending on what your needs are at this time. Anyway, hope you found that helpful. And it's not just empty calories, and know your priorities. Have a good day. Bye.